Hey everybody, Alex Radioactive here, and today's video, as you can see from the title, is my channel ending? Is it over? Is it done? Well, before we get on to that part of this video, and it's going to be a little bit of a longer video, so I do apologize. Um, so let's get started with what's been going on, and then we'll get into if the channel's over or not, or what's going on with the channel. So first off, as a lot of you know, my husband was in the hospital recently. He tried to do the ultimate ghost me. He tried to ghost me. Yep. He tried to turn into a ghost. So, um, yeah. He didn't want to be with me no more, so he tried to ghost me. That's what we're going with. Last Friday, or not last Friday, but the Friday before last, he had a little of a bit of an episode, and we thought it was an asthma attack. So we didn't think much about it because after a couple hours he was fine. Well, then a couple days later on Sunday, which was not yesterday Sunday, but the Sunday before, he had another episode. I told him to take a hot shower because sometimes with asthma, if you take a hot shower, it'll help clear out your system a little bit. The steam will. Um, so we tried that. It made it worse. So he decided he was having trouble breathing. So he decided he wanted to go to urgent care. We went to urgent care thinking, okay, it's asthma attack. They're going to give him a breathing treatment and then a prescription for an inhaler, and he'll be fine. I had this happen not too long ago. It's what they gave me. Well, he doesn't have asthma. Neither do I. So that was kind of a red flag there that we should have caught, but we didn't. We get to the urgent care. They take his vitals. His blood pressure was 240 over 138. Pulse was way down. O2 was way down. And they came in and said, you don't have a choice. You're going to the emergency room. Do you want to go by ambulance or are you going to drive yourself? They were pushing ambulance. Normally, I would just drive him, but in this situation with what his vitals were, we decided it would be best he go by ambulance. Well, give him a nitro in the ambulance. They also gave him some nitro when he got to the hospital to get his blood pressure and everything down. I think he took a total of 4 that day, or within that time frame. We were in the first while we were in the ER part. I kind of lost track to keep him going. Well, what happened was they checked him for blood clots in the lungs, aortic valve they thought was tearing away from the heart, which is your main valve, and you need that to survive. Um, they checked for blood clots, just anything and everything they were checking for. And everything kept coming back negative, which was a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because that's all the things that they can fix relatively quickly. Well, what it turns out was his blood pressure was so high for so long, it literally caused his heart to go into heart failure, and his heart is only working at 15%. Now, when we left the hospital, they did say his cardiac MRI came back, and his heart was probably closer to the 28 to 30% range. So it means it did improve while we were there, and is definitely going to be better in time. We really need that number to be above 40. We would love to have it closer to 50 or 60%, but we'll take what we can get right now. He is wearing a or not cardiac, he is wearing a external defibrillator device, also known as a life vest, and it's like a defibrillator with the shocker thingies, AED thing. So he has to wear that for 90 days, and he wants to burn it more than anything because it's a piss poor design. Excuse my language. And even I'm saying it's a bad design. Like I'm sitting here looking at it and can design this thing to work better than the way they got it. The fabric keeps coming up over it to where it can't read his rhythm, so then it errors out, and it makes this annoying sound, and we gotta fix it. So anytime he goes to sleep, since these are on front, sides, and back, he moves so much in his sleep a little bit, and we are both tossing turners. It goes off. The last couple nights it's been working a little bit better about not setting it off, but it's been causing lack of sleep for him. So we got to get that figured out. We find out later this week when we go to his next doctor's appointment. if he can go back to work. He cannot drive right now. I have to drive him everywhere. So that takes time. One of the new medications that he's on is $2,100 a month. Yeah. So that's like the biggest reason why the channel is most likely ending, at least for now. I'm not saying I will never come back to the channel and do videos. I'm just not making any promises right now because the channel don't make any money right now at all. Like all the giveaways here lately, I have funded out of my pocket. All the stuff I've done is all funded out of my pocket. So there's no money to be made here. It's actually a financial drain. So we are doing away with it. I might throw up a stream every now and then if I'm playing a game, but I really doubt it. I'm not saying I won't, but not saying I will. But as of right now, the channel is not my concern. It's his health, well-being, as well as our financial situation. So, that is something we have to keep in mind when doing all this is, you know, being able to pay for his medication. Luckily, insurance is covering a lot of it, but it's not covering it all. And right now, it's kind of scary because we literally in now 6 weeks, we moved to Indiana. And when we move there, he has no insurance. But his treatment can't stop just because we have no insurance. So we got to hurry up and figure out insurance when we move. And our income gets cut. And it's not like we can say, oh, we're going to stay here in Missouri now because in 6 weeks, we don't have a house. The house that we're currently staying in is already sold. Our landlord that we're currently renting off of already sold this house. So it's not a, hey, we'd like to stay a little bit longer now. That's gone. That's done. It's over. We have to move in 6 weeks to Indiana. There's no choice. We have nowhere to live here. So luckily we have a place in Indiana. It's just we got all this other stuff. So it was like literally finalized everything for the move, and then this happened. So that's why, things happen in life. It sucks. So unless one of you guys wants to financially help support, and I don't count on that at all. Not that I know some of you guys would if you could. It's just there's no money here to be made, and I need to go where I can make some money to help pay for things and make sure he has insurance. So that's why I'm saying, as of right now, the channel is done. Not saying I won't come back in the future when finances kind of level out and we get things figured out. I'm just not putting all the time and effort into this when I need to put that money and time into making money, if that makes sense. So the channel is effectively done ish. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, you'll come back," or "Oh, don't delete the channel." I was really contemplating deleting the channel, but I do agree maybe not deleting it as of right now, just in case things work out later. But if you still want to hang out with me and chat with me, you can definitely do so in my Telegram groups if you're over the age of 18, because you're supposed to be over 18 to follow this channel. If you're a minor, you are not welcome here or in that Discord, in my Discord or Telegram chats, just because, sorry, you're a minor. I don't want you there. It's not safe for you. And it's not safe for us that are trying to live a normal life, because if a minor's in there, it can cause problems for everyone. And I don't want that. And like I said, I am a safe for work pup. But that being said, I still just don't feel comfortable with minors being in my group chats. That's just the way it's going to be. I'm sorry. When you're 18, you can reach out and I'll put you in the chat. Not a big deal. But not until you're 18. I have blocked 2 people recently for being minors, following my channel, and I'm tired of having to warn you guys to stop. Some of you guys are just blatantly just ignoring it and continuing to follow. So you're getting blocked, and once you're blocked, that means even when you do turn 18, even if it's a couple of months away, you're still not allowed in the group chats because you lied. So, just so you know, underage people following my channel and Discord and everything, you will be blocked when I find out you're underage. Simple as that. No questions asked. Again, my husband is doing better. just financially right now. We're kind of scared because we haven't got the hospital bills or the the ambulance bill is going to be lovely. So just a little stressed and everything. So we are still moving. So for any of those that want to help support me coming back to this at some point, there is always the donation link and down below in the description. Feel free to donate. We will gladly appreciate it. And if I can get to where I can make sure we're making enough money for medicines and doctor visits and everything, I will gladly come back to YouTube. But the first, right now, we got to take care of him. So if you want to help, it's appreciated. Don't feel like you have to because it's not necessary. We will make it one way or another. I have struggled before. It's not the first time we've had to figure things out. I'm just trying to be the, big helper here. Oh, and since I don't like leaving any of my videos on a bad note, let's leave it on one good note. So last Thursday, my husband got discharged from the hospital, and last Friday, me and him officially, by the state of Missouri, legally got married. So I am officially a married doggo to the bestest daddy ever. And yeah, that's where we're at, guys. Love you all. Have a wonderful night. Keep those pamps dry the best you can, because last night, not only did I wet the bed, I wetted enough to leak not one, but two diapers. So I leaked the bed through two diapers. One was a Tiny Tail, and one was the Trist diapers. So two really good diapers I completely soaked to the point they leaked. So do better than me. Make sure you keep those beds dry because I have laundry to do. And I'm glad for plastic sheets. Love y'all. Bye.